What's going on, guys? Sean here, coming at y'all with another video. I want to talk to y'all a little bit about the Eagles current cap space, a little bit on the Eagles draft coming up, maybe just a couple little odds and ends thoughts. Nothing too serious, gonna make it kind of quick today. First off, just saw a tweet saying that the Eagles have about 21 million in cap space. Gonna be good for a couple reasons. First off is the obvious, the more cap the better. Second off, you look forward, you look ahead at what people are, projecting the Eagles to do with Jalen Hurts, the cap hit moving forward. You sign him to an extension now, you could potentially put some of that money in this year to help keep from having to backload his contract. Something the Eagles tend to do a little bit too much, in my opinion, is backloading contracts. So it'd be nice to see us going ahead and getting out in front of the curb for once, because normally everything's backloaded, got dummy years. So, it's something that could help us moving forward, help keep the cap relatively a little more comfortable moving forward. Also, a lot of talk with the draft coming up. Who are we going to take? Who's going to fall? A lot of people saying Carter's falling out of their top 10. I don't see that happening. Maybe out of the top 5, but no way he makes it to 10. If the Bears were to pass on him at 9, I would have a serious problem. I would really want to know why people are dropping him off their boards, because it's a little more than what's been reported. So that'll be something to keep an eye on moving forward. The Bijan Robinson talk has just gotten heavier and heavier and heavier. I pretty much stand by what I've said before on Twitter and on here. I think at around 15, 20, Bijan Robinson would be a great pick. At 10, I feel like you're reaching a little bit. Even if you could only trade back maybe 2 spots, gain another pick, and then take him, that would be a little bit more the move that I would be looking for the Eagles to take. But, who knows what Howie Roseman's thinking. I mean, we stacked up the defense a little bit more than I thought we were going to. A couple D tackles back, a couple safeties in from different places. So it's really interesting to see what we're going to do. We don't really have too many holes. I see people saying something about taking a guard at 10. I think the Eagles have proven that we can make second round, third round, fourth round talent into starting material offensive linemen. I think we have too many needs. Even if you're picking a player that's going to sit on the bench for a year, I think that's the same as bringing in a guard, because I don't think there's any chance in hell that a guard is going to start over an offensive lineman we picked in the second round last year. So to hear people saying take a guard in the first round, that's a little bit of nonsense to me. I really think that D-line is the biggest need. I think that, I would be okay with 15 and on taking a wide receiver or a running back or a lineman, something like that. But if we're picking in the first 15 picks, we got to get a defensive player. The reason this draft is so deep in defense is because the top of it is so heavy. These guys are game changers in the beginning. They're going to find their way on the field. And if you can get a Will Anderson or Carter or any of these guys that are projected to be high first-round picks, you got to get them. There are a couple opportunities that I see where the Eagles could kind of do something a little out of the norm, make it work, maybe pick up a receiver at like 13, 14, 15, because everyone's so worried about D linemen, your top wide receiver might fall to 15. You'll kind of have like a similar situation when Dallas got CeeDee Lamb. All the receivers fell a little further than they thought they were going to, and you end up with someone who should have went higher at a later pick. Saves you a little bit money over the first couple years of their deal, and you get a quality weapon to pair with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. So that's kind of how I see with the wide receivers and the weapons and all. Personally, I'm for D linemen. I think that adding a D lineman is exactly what we need. You got Sweat, you got Reddick, you got BG coming off rotation, Derek Barnett coming off rotation, you got Fletch, and you got Jordan Davis starting DT, and then you got a couple guys behind them. I think that you got to bring someone else in. You need someone who's versatile, inside, outside, maybe a new sort of BG archetype. In 2017, we used BG in the turbo package a lot, put him inside a lot. Maybe we can get a D end who gives us that kind of versatility, kind of takes some of the stress off the D tackles for now. Just spitballing ideas though. But we have to understand that Howie Roseman and these guys are being real meticulous. They're probably going to take whoever's highest on their board because we have no holes. And that's exactly what we should be doing. Don't focus too much on one side or the other. There will always be trades. There will always be free agents. There will be releases. There's always going to be a chance to get that that weapon, the running back, the wide receiver, the D lineman, you know, whatever it may be. There always will be a chance to get that guy later. We should know by now it's a long off season with Howie. It doesn't end until the season starts, and even then sometimes it's still being evaluated. So, you know, I have faith that, you know, with the picks we have, we'll be able to make it work. I had someone ask, would I rather trade up or trade down? Personally, I would rather trade down. I think we need more picks, spread it out. Let's kind of refurbish this team a little bit, the bottom of the roster. I think the top of the roster will be fine for now. I think we have a solid core in place to get us by. Definitely need more picks. Either impact players early on, or we need more picks. Simple as that. All right, guys, with that being said, I appreciate y'all for making it this long into the video. If you're still here, please like, please subscribe. Thank you for all your continued support. I love you guys. Be good. I'll catch y'all soon.